had to go caca in the woods. Tried to find a discreet location, and I did my best. As I was wiping my tush, I looked behind me and there was two people like staring at me. And I feel like a zombie's gonna pop out of the woods or something, start chasing us.
So I wonder where Omar is. Where could he be? Where could he be? He's not there. He is there. What's he doing in there? We are just on the outskirts of Centralia. This is the last city you can get to. About, I'd say a half a mile down the road, you take a right, and about a half mile down there is Graffiti Highway. I'll see you guys there.
We're in the neighboring town of Centralia. Name of this town's called Ashland. And we picked the best day ever to come and explore. Just a couple days ago, it was 85 degrees out, and now it's cold. We're freezing. I think I'm getting sick. This is kind of what Centralia would have probably looked like when we get there. I know there's some pictures online. This is also a coal mining town. I think till this day they do coal mining here in Ashland. That behind me is the most savage person on earth. It's like the only house here in what would have been downtown, maybe. I mean, you could see vegetation kind of took over here. Yeah, there's nobody out here. It's just one house. That's probably the one person that lives out here. They were like, we ain't moving. Think about all the people that lost their homes and they had them paid for cash. I mean, that had to have been sad, like losing your inheritance. Maybe you had everything, all your money tied up into your house, and it just, I don't know. They had property insurance back then?
Maybe. Yeah, probably.
I could imagine insurance taking a major loss too.
Yeah, why would you have insurance in the middle of the country? Like, you wouldn't think anything's gonna happen. Like,
low
there's
risk.
Not earthquake. There's not tornado. I don't think there's much tornadoes here. There's not hurricanes.
They have tornadoes out here. I don't know. I think we kind of spooked somebody though. They're like pulling out of their driveway now. Maybe they're gonna chase us with a shotgun. I say we go. I've never seen anything like this. We're in Centralia, and I mean, you could see there's like roads everywhere, and you can see how vegetation like took it over. Now we're coming across, I think this is called Graffiti Highway, where the entire streets are all covered in graffiti. But I mean, there's tons of roads. It's not just one road. See, there would have been houses out here, businesses. I don't know, I feel like a zombie's gonna pop out of the woods or something, start chasing us. It's like some Walking Dead stuff. They should actually film Walking Dead out here. I mean, you can see a couple of cars here and there, but it's just empty streets. They tore a lot of the houses down. They say that there are a few people that still live out here. I haven't seen anything yet. Centralia is one of the only towns where there is more graves than people living. In other words, there's a lot more dead people here than people that are alive. Thought that was kind of interesting. It's an old intersection. It's a pretty big area, actually. And you could still see driveways too, like old driveways and old sidewalks. Like that's an old driveway right there. Wow, this is sad. Now think about all the people that came here from different countries to start a new life, and wow, something like this happened and drove them out, especially people that were in the coal mining business. They're probably making a lot of money. This is crazy. It's over here. Guess I have to go on this side. I haven't seen any structures. There's no structures. Yeah, they tore them all down because the ground was getting so hot. There's one of Centralia's cemeteries right there.
What is up, fam? Welcome back to another adventure. Today we're at a place that you guys have been asking us, begging us to go to. We are in the town of Centralia, one of the most well-known ghost towns in all of America. So the story goes, this is pretty much a coal town. They actually produce a lot of coal here still to this day. 50 years ago, some coal miners decided to burn trash underneath the ground in the actual coal mines. And what happened was it started a fire. Some people died there. But even worse, guys, like, it's still on fire today. It's been 50 years and there is a fire burning underneath the ground. That's why the roads look like this. Some crazy things have happened here and we're gonna find out what those crazy things are. Hope you're ready for this adventure. Smash that like button and let's do this, fam. We've reached the cemetery. Centralia definitely is quite the place, guys. I mean, there's only, I think, 3 people that still live in the city, which is pretty strange. Now, there is an active church there. It's the only place that did not get affected by the fires. So that's some place we're gonna go check out for sure. I did hear that if you go there though, you can get hit with a no trespassing, which I don't understand. Maybe like if you go inside, but I don't know. But right now, guys, we are at the cemetery. Definitely got a weird vibe here.
We're trying to find what's called Graffiti Highway. One thing's certain about Centralia, you got to be really careful. You might fall into a hole and get burned up. I mean, that's what I've heard. There's lots of stories on what caused this fire, and one of the popular ones is they were burning trash down in the coal mines, and that's when the fire started to spread. Now, it's not the coal that's on fire because coal needs oxygen to burn, but it's the rocks, and it's still burning till this day. Now, the reason why they haven't been able to put these fires out is because there's no point. If you start digging through the ground and start trying to put the fire out, oxygen's going to get down there into the coal and the fire's just going to keep spreading, and it's probably going to ruin some of the neighboring towns here. There's a spray paint can right there. Now, another story that I heard, and this is where things get a little weird and maybe the haunted stories come into play, is that they would burn witches. While they were burning these witches, the coal mines started fire. Now, that's something that I heard, in fact, here locally.
But yeah, this place is nuts. I wonder how old some of these are, guys. Let's see. That looks pretty dang old. Father Joseph. Wow. 1860 to... I can't read. Maybe it's just 1860. Let's check out this one. I don't see the date on there. Oh, there it is. 1850s. Wow. Or 1860s. I can't really read that, but this place is something, guys. We need to go grab our EVP box. Might get some EVPs out here. I mean, I don't think, if there is some spirits out here, which I'm pretty sure there probably is, I don't know if they get too many visitors. I honestly don't think too many people visit them. There's a lone cross way out here, which is all by itself way over there. I'm kind of curious what that is. I wonder if it says anything. I don't see anything. Do you guys? Omar just called me and said that you can get to the Graffiti Highway from over there. So we're gonna go check out the Graffiti Highway right now. Hopefully there's some steam coming out of the ground from the fires. Maybe we'll come back over here to the cemetery and do some EVPs. So apparently visitors are not allowed in this cemetery, because I just noticed a private property no trespassing sign. I totally missed that when I first came in here. So does that mean that visitors aren't allowed at this cemetery? It's awful strange. I mean, the gate was open. Let me see what the signs say on the gate. Didn't even see those. Warning, surveillance cameras, gates unlocked. Okay, so it's unlocked.
Now, most of this town has been abandoned since the 1980s. I know that seems like a long time for some of you guys, but I mean, that's It's really not that long. Coal fires started in the 1960s. Whoa. Okay, this is Graffiti Highway, or the start of it. Check it out. Now they say that you could actually touch certain parts of the roads and it's hot. Now the way this started was there was a gas station owner, you know, because you may be wondering, they kept this like on the hush for a hot minute about these coal fires. Someone had to have known about the coal fires, but they were trying to hide something. I don't know. That's my opinion. Maybe not. Maybe they just didn't know. Maybe they started and they didn't know. But anyways, what happened was this gas station owner was checking his wells, his gas wells, and he noticed that the tanks were really, really hot. So he put some temperature gauges down there, and to his surprise, it was 172 degrees. Now that's really, really hot. And then they started doing some investigations, and they figured out that most of the town was on fire. The soil was on fire, and people's foundations, I mean, you got to think, if you had a basement, for those of you who have basements, you go down there to cool off, especially in the summertime. You ain't going to be cooling off in one of these basements though.
Wow, what the hell? This is definitely Graffiti Highway. Now there are spots of this highway that are very dangerous. The road is not stable at all, which is obviously why they don't allow cars on here. But wow, look at this. And they say it's supposed to be haunted here as well. I mean, gotta think, guys, this is probably one of the most famous ghost towns in all of America. I mean, this is a true ghost town in every essence of the word. And I'm glad we're here. I'm glad I got my boy Omar with me. This place is neat though.
There's like graffiti on top of graffiti.
I know, dude. I wonder how many years they, like, there must have been kids out here for days, man. Wow, like he's right. There's graffiti on top of graffiti. That's how much graffiti there is. Wow, this is cool.
Now, being that it's a little colder outside, we might see steam coming from the ground. I wish I had an umbrella today. Wow, believe it or not. Maybe it's just in my head, but that road feels a little hot. Let's find James. I think he's over by the cemetery. Found Mr. James, who's over here hanging out at the cemetery. This is called the St. Ignatius.
I can't even pronounce it.
I don't even know how to say that, but that's the name of this cemetery.
St. Ignace.
Ignace? I mean, some of these look really old. Now, we wanted to come here at nighttime, but we've never been here before. Didn't want a chance falling into a hole and getting, you know, catching on fire or something, getting burned to death. There used to be signs here. Supposedly somebody stole the sign, and it said, warning, you know, there's gases here, and, you know, injury or death can occur. So we are taking a big risk going where we're going right now.
And actually, there's a sign right there that says private property, no trespassing, which makes me think that they don't want visitors here at the cemetery, which is strange. I've never seen that inside a cemetery.
There's probably a lot of tourists that come here. Well, here's the thing. Not far from here is graffiti. You know, they started graffitiing, putting graffiti on the roads here. So they probably just want to keep people out of here, because maybe they've had some cases where people came in here and started doing graffiti on some of the headstones. I mean, I'd be pretty upset if somebody was putting graffiti on my family's headstone. Now, some of the coal fires that started coming through the surface, they say that you can tell because the trees will dry up and the vegetation around it gets pretty dry. And, you know, just kind of like how it is when things get burned. Oh no! I don't want you to die.
Give me a kiss.
Give me a kiss. It's like the yellow brick road, but with graffiti. I almost busted my butt here a minute ago, and I have pretty good shoes on. It's just slippery out. Up ahead I found where the highway starts cracking, more than likely from the heat underneath. Now in the wintertime you could really see steam coming from the ground. No, I don't see any steam, but the road's pretty messed up here. More than likely there's no fire here, at least at the moment, but I don't know what would cause the road to do that. Earthquake? Oh, look at this charred up piece of... Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was a fire here.
This whole area must have had a big fire. That'd be pretty dumb, though.
Yeah, it would be kind of dumb.
What is that?
Where?
Nothing.
I don't know. Looks like the back seat of a car, like a frame.
Oh yeah, maybe it is.
Ever since we got here, been feeling kind of uneasy, like kind of nauseous, have a headache. Maybe it's because the roads are all uneven. Maybe it's because I'm spiritually sensitive. And this just goes for miles. It's like just non-stop graffiti. Not sure how long this video is gonna be, but we're gonna show you around, and I'm gonna show you the only structure that wasn't demolished, which was a church here in Centralia. Now there are a couple people living like outside. I mean, it's still considered Centralia, but all the dangerous parts, yeah, there's only one from what I heard, and it's a church. Everything around it though, destroyed. Oh shoot, there's a car on the road. That's kind of weird. You get out the way. Oh, he's going off-roading or something. He has a four-wheeler. Okay, that's the first car I have seen here. That's insane. Sorry, got a little spooked out there for a second, because there's no traffic on this road at all. It's not even connected to a main highway. They shut down all the roads connecting to here. What the hell? I guess they're having some fun. James is back there. If you want to become a member, pretty awesome. You get some nice perks out of it. You get to watch my videos early. You get to be a part of live streams that are private, which is pretty nice. I do sometimes like call you up too on the phone, or we do Skype calls on some of those private live streams. So if you want to support my channel, please do that. Maybe you've missed out on some haunted videos because I didn't title it haunted. So make sure to go back and watch. If a video says 3 a.m. or if it's an explore video, like I doubt I even said anything about this place being haunted. Man, this just keeps going, man. There's nothing this way. We just spoke with somebody and they said that they walked for like a mile and they didn't see any of those roads that are buckled. Hope you're enjoying this adventure so far. It's pretty cool. I've never been to like a ghost town where everything was gone. I mean, there's nothing out here. Here's something you don't see every day. An earthworm on the street. It is alive. It's probably hot down there, huh, buddy? I'm sorry, man. Oh, he's alive. Just wanted to show you. We reached the end of the road. You can see how they blocked off this road. There's a major highway. Major highway. There is a major I can't talk. There's a major highway. You can see there is a highway over there that this highway connected to at one point. I want to see what this sign says right over here. Yeah, sign doesn't say anything. Just an arrow.
You can kind of see where the vegetation is growing through the road. So obviously the road probably popped up right there from the heat. And that must have been a while ago, because I've noticed like where a lot of the areas are that seem burnt, like the trees are burnt on top, even though the fire is underneath the ground. Whoa, this is weird. Yeah, you can tell no one's driven on this road in a long time. Wow, look how creepy that is down there. Wow. You gotta take the Humpty Dump? Bro, I don't know where you're gonna take a Humpy out here. You gonna find a tree to sit up against? You got some TP? All right, man. Have a nice Humpty Dump. All right, I'll let Omar Humpty Dump in peace. And let's just see what's right around this corner here, because I'm really curious. So, oh, I hear somebody. I could have swore I just heard somebody's voice. Is there somebody here? Oh yeah, there is. Definitely is. You guys see any steam coming up? Nah, none today?
Yeah, we went all the way down.
Ah, no. Well, is there anything down there to look at, or is everything's pretty much the same?
Pretty much the road, yeah, just off the
Is it? Okay, cool. Thank you, guys. All right, guys, so you heard it there. No steam today. That sucks. I wasn't recorded, and I heard it going through the bushes. I don't see it now. Oh. What the hell was that? It kind of is freaky out here, like your mind's played tricks on you. Because there's just nothing out here. There's nobody out here. There's nothing out here. Just heard it again. Now, I don't know what kind of animals, wild animals they have here in PA, but this is about as wild as it gets, because there is definitely no population. What? I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
So, I had to go caca in the woods. Tried to find a discreet location, and I did my best. As I was wiping my tush, I looked behind me, and there was two people like staring at me. And I was like,
do you still feel like there's some in there? I mean, are you walking okay
no,
now?
I think I'm good.
All right,
I think I got it all out in one
Now,
sort.
those same people I just talked to, I think that's the same people. It was a guy and a girl?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so Omar started going ahead of me, and he just started yelling to come check something out. I'm not sure if he found the steam coming out of the ground, but just look at the road. So this road's supposed to normally be flat, and you can see the humps right here. Obviously, this is a pretty major hump right there, and this is all caused from the fire. I wouldn't doubt we see some steam right over here, because it's bulging pretty bad right here. Pretty bad. Did you find some steam? Yeah, look how bumpy and wavy they are, bro. Yeah, these roads are pretty jacked. Could you imagine being out here at night, 3 o'clock in the morning? It'd probably be so scary. Like, I'm always worried more about wild animals than anything else. Oh, wow, yeah, dude. I see what you're saying. This whole area must have had a big fire. No, I doubt it, bro. Like, this is probably where at one time there was a fire probably coming out of here. Wow. Oh, maybe they were. That'd be pretty dumb, though. Wow, bro. That's... What is that?
Where?
That thing.
I don't know. Looks like a...
You feel nauseous?
Yeah, like I got a headache.
Really? Like, I definitely feel a weird feeling here, but not to where it makes me sick, luckily. Look how rough that is. Wow. Pretty cool place, though, if you ever get a chance to come out here to Centralia. There isn't much here, though. That's what a lot of people have told us. Every structure was pretty much constructed down. Like, they took it down. I guess because they knew eventually that it might cause it to catch on fire, and then it may catch the surrounding areas on fire. I'm just guessing that may be why. But I know, again, there is a church here. It's the only structure that it's the only structure that actually made it through all of this, and it's kind of high up, and I think that's why it's kind of on a hill. But yeah, Graffiti Highway, pretty crazy. Haven't noticed anything paranormal here, but I definitely have a very uneasy feeling here for sure. Check out this part of the road, guys. Omar just found. Bro, could you imagine like driving and all of a sudden that pops up? Wow, that's really a hump in the road.
That's a mother humper right
That's
there.
a mother humper like I've never seen one right there.
That'd be fun to go skateboarding on.
Oh yeah, right? Damn, this weather blows.
Dizzy, dude.
Do you? Let's go back. So my boy Omar is not feeling well at all. He feels kind of nauseous and dizzy, and he doesn't normally feel like that. He didn't feel like that before we got here, which is kind of strange. I just hope there's no fumes from like the fire, the coal, whatever it is that is getting to him. You know, one interesting fact I did find out about Centralia is with the fire that's still burning now, and I was wondering, like, how does this fire keep burning? Now, a lot of people think that's from the coal that's down there, because coal could be flammable, but it's not the coal. Coal needs oxygen to burn. What it is the rocks that are underground that has oxygen in them. That's what's actually burning. That's why it burns so super slow too.
You can see that these roads are still very much on a GPS map, but there's nothing here. I mean, there's a few cars traveling through, but if you can imagine, there's businesses and houses everywhere, and it's all gone because of the coal mine fires. James and I are soaking wet. Not far from where those coal mines are and Graffiti Street, or Graffiti Highway. Now this is pretty interesting. This is one of the closest, still to this day, standing structures that survived the coal fires, or maybe was chosen not to be demolished. This is still an active church. People still attend this. And I mean, there are some people that still live in Centralia, but this is one of the closest structures by all the fires. Now there's speculation on, you know, like why this is still standing. Maybe it's because it's a little bit higher off the ground. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's because it was a church and it's protected. There's tons of private property signs and no trespassing signs, though. It seems that this place is that important and that popular that people come visit here, maybe trespass. They probably think it's abandoned and try to get in. There's probably been some graffiti here. I'm not sure the name of this church, but I think I was told that it was a Greek church. How many people do you think attend this church?
Not many.
Maybe like 10 people.
Virgin Mary Church here. This is the only structure that did not get affected by the fires, guys. And I think you can see clearly why. You know, here is the level ground. Then it goes a huge mound all the way up to the church. Now, I would love to go in there, explore this place a little bit. However, if you look over here, there is private property and no trespassing signs everywhere. Not only that, but there is active 24-hour cameras right up there, which actually might be connected to the police station. So I don't want to find out. I know with all the graffiti and stuff that's happened around here, they don't want anyone coming to the church and disrespecting it. And I don't blame them, to be honest with you. I would like to go give it a whirl, but I think we'll be safe on this one, guys, and maybe we probably shouldn't. But that's amazing that this is still standing here throughout all the problems and issues that this town has had. It's amazing. And I think it's very cool that they keep this church open for, you know, I guess either Saturday or Sunday church that they have. Pretty neat for sure. Definitely like to go in there and check it out, but I think we'd probably need permission from someone to do that. All right, fam, so that is the church here in Centralia. Pretty neat. Really, like, the fact that it's the only thing that was untouched. Now, I said before that it's obvious that it's that mound of dirt, the little hill that it's on, but I don't know, guys. Maybe because, you know, it's a church. Maybe God protected the church from the fire. You know, maybe we'll never know, but definitely a beautiful area right here. They keep it very nicely landscaped. You can tell they take a lot of pride in this church and the fact that it's the only place that did survive.
Not far from the church, I found these few homes out here. These are probably the people that attend the church.
Yeah, they said there's only like, I think 4 people living here in the city.
Oh, in the city? But there's
in Centralia.
There's 1,000. That's what I heard. Or less than 1,000.
No, there used to be 1,500 people in the 60s here.
Really?
Yeah. Doing a little bit of research right now. I just found out something very interesting. So, do you guys remember when we were in the cemetery just a little bit ago? And there was a cross all the way in the back of the cemetery, and I walked over there and I couldn't understand what it was for. Well, apparently the fire began right behind the cemetery. So I believe that cross is probably there in remembrance of any that lost their lives in that fire. Now that's where they say it supposedly started. There is a lot of controversy on exactly how the fire started, where it started, how it started, but
I heard something, and I was on this forum like for locals,
Mhm.
and they were talking about Centralia, and one of the locals that maybe lives close by said that they used to burn, this is 100%, they used to burn witches,
what?
and there's some controversy on that being the cause of the fire as a curse.
Whoa.
Kind of cool.
Like I said, there is a lot of theories on how the fire started, guys. I don't know.
The most popular one is them burning trash.
Yeah, burning trash, but who really knows, to be honest with you? Leave your comments down below. How do you guys think the fire started? Do you know anything about Centralia? Is there something that we missed here? I know that the video game Silent Hill came about from this place, which is why they call it AKA Silent Hill.
There's an actual Silent Hill though in Maine.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that's, yeah, the fictional Silent Hill was inspired by the events of this town. Not far from the church, I found these few homes up here. These are probably the people that attend the church.
Yeah, they said there's only like, I think 4 people living here in the city.
Oh, in the city? But there's
In Centralia.
there's 1,000. That's what I heard. Or less than 1,000.
No, there used to be 1,500 people in the 60s here.
Really?
Yeah.
So how many people total are? So I was way off
I
then.
was told only 4 people live in Centralia. That's what I was told by the subway guy.
The actual, like, Centralia itself.
Yeah.
So we're not in Centralia then right
I
now.
think we're just outside of it.
Yeah. Okay. So there you have it, fam. That is Centralia, Pennsylvania. Pretty interesting place, I will say that. I do encourage you, if you're anywhere nearby driving through, definitely worth checking out. I know that there's tons of videos on YouTube and people have found different things. I will say one thing that I do regret, I think it would have been really fun to go metal detecting in a ghost town. I did hear that in the middle of the woods somewhere, there are like a ton of abandoned machines. Not too sure on that. I wanted to fly my drone, but unfortunately it was raining the entire time and it got progressively worse as we left.
All right, fam, so there you have it. There is Centralia. There is not much to it. That's what we were told, and that's what we saw. Not much to it, but at least we went there, guys. You guys have been asking us to go there. Maybe it would have been cooler at 3 a.m., but again, there's just not much out there, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't, you know, the most craziest, exciting video ever, but it is cool. This is part of American history here, and we got to witness it today. Hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you check out my boy OmarGoshTV, and we will see you guys on our next adventure. Love you, fam. Peace.